happening, Gentle Giants? Welcome back to our channel.
Hey Gentle Giants, welcome back to our channel.
We're back with another video, and it is another episode of
If I Were You.
Yes. Don't forget to comment down below and let us know your opinions on the different Gentle Giant scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are interested in sending us a email so we can help you with whatever scenario you'd like us to help you with, and let you know what we would do, you're welcome to email us at...
Who said it's going to be there?
I expect you to do... I expect you to edit here.
No, I don't do that.
I expect you to edit here. You can email us at...
Siza Mzwandile@gmail.com. And yeah, man. So,
Yeah. And one last thing. If you're not subscribed, you're not a Gentle Giant. So don't come here and tell us that, oh, I'm a Gentle Giant, and you're not subscribed. You're not a Gentle Giant, okay?
Yeah.
The Gentle Giants will let you know also in the comment section down below. When last did I shoot? Because I'm a mess.
But you're so cute. I like your ponies.
Thank you.
You look like a schoolgirl.
But anyways, guys, let's get into the first scenario.
Yep.
The first scenario. I've been in an on and off relationship for 7 years now. We recently had a baby, but I realized that I'm not in love with this man anymore. I'm thinking of calling it quits. I don't want to stay in a relationship because of a child, but at the same time, I don't want a child who grows up in a home with only one parent. What would you do if you were in my shoes?
I think, personally, they said they don't want their child to grow up in a home with
one parent.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I think relationship-wise, let's focus on the relationship first. I think that 7 years is relatively long to be having an on and off relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm all for like fixing things, finding solutions, working things out and all of that. But I think 7 years might be a bit too long to be in an on and off relationship. Right, so personally, I think I'd leave, especially if I'm no longer in love with that particular person. I'd totally leave. And this is a very common thing where you want to balance yourself and how you feel about that particular person and the relationship as well as the child that is involved. But I think that when it comes to the child, I think as much as you wanna give them the best and you think that by staying in the relationship in a home where there's gonna be two parents, that's you giving the child the best. But I don't necessarily think so. I think you need to be happy first. I think you being happy first, you being in a clean space, being in a happy space, in a good space, a good environment is actually going to help you to be the best parent that you can be to your child. Yeah. So I think leaving doesn't affect the child that much.
It probably would, but I think staying would affect the child more negatively than you leaving. It is unfortunate that the child would have to grow up in a home with only one parent, but I'm sure the child will still have a relationship with his or her father. Yeah,
and it should be that way. Like, if you guys decide to split, both of you need to still play the roles and take care of your responsibilities. Yeah. So it's just a matter of being in two different places. But
yeah, I always say that you can't fill from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if personally you are empty inside and you can just feel that the environment that you're in is sucking you dry because you're with this guy that you're not in love with and you always have to pretend and you're just not happy, what
good
would that do for your child?
Yeah.
Because psychologically you're not in a good space, but you think you're staying for your kid, whereas you're actually doing more harm than good. So personally for me, I also leave and then just start living my best life and giving my child the best that I can, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
And also in aviation, there's an example, it's probably off, but it's quite similar. In aviation, when they give you those safety instructions and all of that, they always tell you that take care of yourself, put on your oxygen mask first and all of that, your life jacket first before you start helping other people. So that's the exact same thing with your kid. Take care of yourself, be in a happy space first and a good environment first, where you either single or you find someone else that you're going to be in love with. Then your child will subsequently be also happy, be taken care of. So
yeah, that's true. I definitely agree. I think also personally for me, I've just, obviously Zandi and I don't have kids yet, but I've just told myself that when we do start having kids, it's definitely me first, then my husband, then my kids. So it's a matter of taking care of me first, so that my household can be a healthy space and a happy space and non-toxic for the people around me. So okay,
so that's pretty much it. We hope that helped. And Gentle Chance, let us know in the comment section, what would you do? And good luck. Next scenario. Okay, so I'm 20, guys. I'm not gonna read the stuff here, Guti. Oh, I love you so much. We appreciate them and we read them, obviously, like personally for us, but for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do it on camera. But we love you too. We appreciate you too. Thank you so much for sending through your scenarios. And you're so cute.
Okay. I'm 24 now, and I've been in a relationship with the same guy for about 3 years now. He's honestly really great and all, but I'm having trouble falling in love with him. Before him, I'd never been in a relationship, and I never expected this one to go on for so long and become so serious. I've since kept our relationship a secret to my family, and I'd really like to tell them more, especially my mom. But I know it's actually childish. I know it's actually childish, but I've always felt like he just wasn't my type. I thought with him I'll get over it, but I just can't seem to. Every single time I'd have to introduce him to just about anyone, I worry about what they'll think. To confirm my fears, my mom once saw him and immediately told me that we weren't good together. We were not a good match. This was obviously based on physical appearance. I'd really like to tell her more about our relationship. I mean, it's been 3 years, but I'm scared she'll have trouble accepting that her only daughter's first boyfriend isn't good enough. I mean, I do have a few other small reasons why I can't fully say I love him, but I think this might be the main reason why I'm struggling to fully commit myself to the relationship. Worst part is that she constantly asks me about him. It's almost like she can sense we're together, and would then say things like, I'm honestly glad you didn't go for him. He honestly isn't your type. I feel burdened by this. Should I just tell him how my mom really feels about him, but that would really hurt his feelings? Or should I just be and let my mom say whatever she wants, as long as I'm happy, right? And if I tell her, how should I do it? I really don't want to disappoint her. I'm going to start with the last part. As long as I'm happy, right? Definitely, as long as you're happy. But personally, I don't feel like you are fully happy. For the fact that you have so many doubts within your relationship, and doubts because of external factors. Yes, you have your reasons for the doubts, but also for external factors, and mostly your mom and your family, right? Also, so with that said, I don't feel like you're fully happy, right? So we need to deal with that. Another thing, I just feel like reading this, I'm personally going to focus on physical appearance, right? Because that's what you mentioned, right? So I'm not going to think about other things. It could be this, could be that. Physical appearance, because that's what you said. And I just feel like it is what's funny, it is quite close to home for us, right? Because when it comes to physical appearance, I personally feel like, because I'm chubby, I'm a big girl, the gentle giant is kind of like Mzwandile in this situation, dating a chubby girl, and Mzwandile's family, or Mzwandile's mom not accepting me, or just feeling like that we're not a good match. I personally feel like no one should have a say about who I'm dating, who I'm married to, how they look. Keep it to yourself. But also because sometimes emotional intelligence lacks in certain people. I get to, okay, people, and they just speak out of turn. Out of turn, right?
And they're
fine.
insensitive.
Yes, and they are insensitive. Fine, given, right? But as my partner, so Uzwan, in this situation, as my partner, I'd really expect you to not care, you know. Uzwan and I would walk around, we would get stares because of how I look. But as my husband, I personally would expect him not to care what other people think and continue to love me the way that he has been loving me. So I personally think that you gentle giants have quite a lot of insecurities, and you're not headstrong and cemented firmly into the foundation of a relationship, or I don't even know how to explain this.
I think, okay, I hear you, Nepip. I think that, okay, she said it's her first relationship.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot of things she might not be as matured in terms of dealing with certain things
Right.
in relationships, external factors and all of that. So it's only natural that the gentle giant will have concerns that, okay, certain people feel this particular way. And a lot of people, it's natural that the people that are close to our hearts, we tend to value their opinions.
Yeah.
So your mom, your dad, your family, your friends, we tend to value their opinions. So I think to some extent it's only natural for her to be insecure, like you're saying, about the partner. And she is happy, but she's too concerned about the external factors. And I think that's where the issue lies.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies. And I think that's where the gentle giant needs to be, like you said, headstrong and stand her ground. Yeah, and needs to work on just her accepting the fact that maybe if the partner is different to the society's norm, that's how it is. But if you love your partner and if you're happy, focus on that. But I think at the same time, speak to your family. I feel like a lot of us, yes, we're young and we we respect our parents, but I think we need to start speaking to our families and our parents in terms of how to speak, how to say certain things, and being sensitive. I personally feel like in our relationship, if we were to have kids, we'd raise them in such a way that we tell them certain things to look out for in a partner. Good positive attributes in a partner. But when it comes to physical appearance and what we think, that needs to be up to them. So our daughter or our son can't come back home and say, this is my boyfriend or this is my girlfriend, and we don't like him, he looks dodgy, he's not your type, it's not gonna work out. I think that we need to speak to our parents about those things. And I think we also need to be the ones that, as the new generation, need to be more sensitive when it comes to those particular things. And I just, this touches me. It bothers me when people, especially family, friends, and close people to us, have such insensitive opinions about the people that we are with, and all of that. So I think the environment is the bigger problem here. Your surroundings, your family, and all of that is the bigger problem, which is therefore influencing how you're feeling and your insecurities about your partner. And So I think for now, before going to your partner about it, yes, you and your partner need to share everything and all of that. But before going to your partner, I think deal with the situation at home, with your family, with whoever has that negative opinion about you and your partner and your relationship. Then whatever outcome, if they finally understand and they feel like, okay, no, we understand, we're sorry, date whoever, then I think just let it go. But if they still insist that, no, you're not a match, whatever, go to your partner, tell your partner that, you know what, my family feels this particular way about you. And to some extent, it did affect my judgment. It did affect how I felt about you. But I decided to be headstrong. I decided to choose you over anything else, and I'm going to focus on you and our relationship because I want to be with you.
Yeah, but also I just feel like before the Ginger Giants goes home and speak to their parents or family or whatever, I feel like they need to deal with themselves first. So speak to yourself first and deal with you first, because you are highly influenced at this present moment. You do care what people say. Abantu bazothini syndrome, let go of that, work on it. It is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. But eventually, when you are when you're able to let go of all those insecurities and all those uncertainties, I can definitely assure you Uguti, your relationship is gonna go so, like, you're gonna enjoy your relationship so much more. You're probably blocking so much more happiness that could unfold within your relationship because of these insecurities and uncertainties and influences from the externals. So yeah, guys, let's just on top of that, let's just remember, now it's just like, now I'm speaking to everyone now, not just Ginger, okay?
I'm coming at you whole.
I just feel like we need to be able to call out our families, call out our parents, and not in a rude way. I would say we am telling umuntu omdala. But because at the end of the day, we are all humans, right? And as a married woman, I also feel like I'm an adult, right? So I need to be able to call out whoever is older than me, is in my family, they're not doing the right thing or they're not saying the right thing. It's things like these that change generational curses or habits that have been happening. So let's be open enough also as parents to be able to listen to our kids and take what and listen to how they are feeling and just acknowledging that. And let's also be parents that are able to apologize to their kids at the end of the day, because there's a lot of people walking around with traumas in their lives because their parents or whoever in their families has never apologized, and they're walking around with that the entire time. So and also just stop body shaming, you guys. Like umuntu at the end of the day, like calm down, like relax. What the hell? And you guys, thank you so much for watching. And
man, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button in order for you to become a gentle giant. And man, thank you for watching. And
bye. Bye guys.